EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Now Hester will get a shot. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Jackson now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, here's Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, middle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shut up.
This is Stewart again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Hey. Shut up.
Jackson. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Williams. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Njoku, 44 yards. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down and 6 now. Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now Lamar changing the look.
At the 46-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Quick throw there is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. A dump off here to Stewart. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Williams. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go. Here's Williams. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add.
That's caught at the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the Bears first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Let's go now. Go.
Play action. Now Williams. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Montgomery is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready up. Ready.
Looking to throw is Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Devin Hester as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Hester in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And that's a terrific score. Now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Now we get a look at it here, but hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Bears 14, Ravens 12. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Hester to return from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A final shot before break. Williams. He sets to fire deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Stewart. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Middle.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's down and less than a yard.
They're going to run. This is Stewart. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard.
And in for the Ravens touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over a first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Hester open right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Throwing is Williams. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. First carry for DeAndre Swift. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll fake the give, now Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bears first down.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go, set. Roll, roll, roll.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Elam on here for the PAT. And they have got the lead.
Next to score, Bears 21, Ravens 20. Jason Elam set to kickoff.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
What ain't it? No, we changed it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Yo. What ain't it? Right shot. Go ahead.
One last shot for Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.